Oh, for people that have them, they're usually tremendously frightening to the point that they can either cause them to seek medical attention or they can make a change in their lives. Now, panic attacks, especially recurrent ones, are things that people don't understand. They don't understand what's going on with them, so they become fearful. So your brain searches the menu of options, if you will, just like on a computer, to try to figure out, why am I feeling like this? Well, you look around and you find out, well, where am I? Well, I'm in my car, or I'm in a shopping mall, or I'm in a movie theater, or I'm in a crowded church or something. And so our brain tells us, aha, that's what's causing it. It's the car, or it's the crowded shopping mall, or it's the movie theater, or wherever we are. And then what happens often is people with panic attacks that are recurrent will begin to avoid those places. That's a process called agoraphobia, technically a fear of open spaces. But it generally is the place where the panic attack occurs. And people with panic disorder will avoid those places where panic attacks have occurred. And that then generalizes. The worst case I've ever seen is somebody who couldn't leave their bedroom. It got worse and worse. It started off with a crowded shopping mall, and then it got to the point they couldn't leave their home, and then it got to the point they couldn't leave their bedroom. So this can have devastating consequences. One of the people I know well, who's now a therapist who specializes in treating panic disorder, was one of the top salesmen regionally for one of the bigger companies in the country. He flew 250,000 air miles a year, had his first panic attack on an airplane, and he couldn't fly anymore after the second one. The first one he wrote off, well, I don't know what that was, but hopefully that'll never happen again. Well, when the second one happened on an airplane, he couldn't fly anymore. If he couldn't fly, he couldn't sell. If he couldn't sell, he lost his job, and that's what happened. In his treatment, he became so enamored with the treatment process at how well he had done that he himself went back, got his master's degree, and now specializes in treating people with panic disorder. An interesting agoraphobia side of that story was, for whatever reason, this guy got to the point that he could only travel 7 miles from his home. Now, I don't know why 7 miles. There was probably some psychological significance to that. But he met a woman who lived 14 miles away. And interestingly, they would have to meet in the middle. He couldn't exceed that 7-mile limit, and then they could get together for their dates or whatever they had. This man is wonderful now in treating people with this disorder, I think because he really understands panic disorder.